Hello, hello, hello. Back to it again. Sunday solo games. Sort of. Sunday sort of solo games. Not every Sunday that I've had. It's always been a single player game, but at least last Sunday was, so at least that's that. But today we're gonna go back into Tales of Arise and continue on the story from where I last left off. So get back into Tales of Arise. I don't know if you have played this game or heard of it. Apparently it's a long time series of games, which I did not know about until I connected the dots when I was talking to somebody about it with Snowfo. And she was telling me, like, I'm actually surprised you never heard of this the game series. And I'm like, I have heard the game series. It's just haven't played a single game. But I remember seeing some clips of it from like 5 years ago of a different game, and I was like, wow, this game is fantastic. I believe I've seen it exists, but that's about it. Yeah, it just exists. It's those kind of games where you just kind of like discover that it's there. It's something you can play. So it's just it's been a good time just a good time playing this game. Definitely appreciate it so far. I did take a month-long break because I think I played too much of it. I used to play it like twice a week and then also mixing up with other games too, so that doesn't help at all. There's too many games, and my attention span is like terrible. So it's nice to just like take it slow. Sunday streams, play a single player game. Throughout the week, different games I record or I'll be editing most of the time. So let's continue this. I got stuck on this beach after figuring out my memories have come back.
Niori. Shion.
I'm starting to remember. The MC is starting to remember. Oh no. A misclick.
Damn it.
Not a misclick. I misclicked. And now I'm fighting. Great. What do they do? Oh, weird. I don't have any more, That's a problem. Am I supposed to get knocked out? Or am I supposed to win this? Ow, ow. You done the same exact thing? That's why I said I cycle games. I have to go through different games occasionally. Yeah. There's a lot of interesting games out there. And you only have so much time in the day just to pick a game you want to play for the night or for the day. Wait, does this actually absolutely does nothing? Oh, okay. That's new. Wow, this sucks without my fire abilities, I'm not gonna lie. Going on the whim out, you like anime? Yeah, I do. How'd you know? What gave it away? That's not it. Can I actually do anything with this? No. What? That's so funny. Just a couple of things. Oh yeah, my character can now feel pain. I remember. He had this mask that used to just stop taking pain, or he didn't feel anything when he had this mask.
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right? Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganith Heros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Don't mind the ears.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first.
That does work. I wish I could show you some of the things I pulled off in Armored Core.
I got my
Verdict
memory
Day.
back.
I think I tried playing the older Armored Cores because I do have a PS3 that I bought from a store, a local shop that sells like a bunch of vintage stuff. I think it was Graywell. They just sell a
what
bunch
did
of
you
stuff.
remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space,
I'm a
Law.
goddamn Renin. I'm sorry. I'm trying to connect the story here, at least catch you guys up to
I remember
speed.
being up on Lenegus.
By the way, this
Go on.
MC is a test subject.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to
There we
return
go.
home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did.
Yeah, he lost his mask. He's
Next
lost
thing
his
I knew,
mask.
They had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power?
I forgot I
Just
gave her
what
those glasses.
exactly does being a sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegus is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegus. It was Nayori. She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure
Maidenless.
just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't
Make a
possibly
heart.
have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But
I'm old
that'd
as
make
fuck. I
Alphen-
mean, Alphen's old as fuck. I'd be dead. 300 years ago.
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen.
Time
Some
traveler.
hero,
Hmm.
Cooperating with the same villains. who
Maybe.
snatched
I
me
don't
from
know,
my
because we
home,
started. So at the
committing
start of the
mass
game,
slaughter,
Alphen
only for it to slip my mind.
was working as a slave with
Then
his
when I
full-on
finally
mask
remembered,
on.
Turns out I'm so old, I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
She reminds me of like a Resident Evil character, I'm not gonna lie. With those glasses on that I put on her. I'm trying to remember his name
Kisara.
in Resident Evil 5.
Listen, what you really need is time.
He's in Dead by Daylight? What?
Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
Yeah, I think the whole point was the mask
What
basically
about
erases
Shion? We
memory
can't
so he
just-
doesn't
I'm worried about
delve in
Shion
guilt
too,
of
Law,
like
but it's clear that
of all the
Alphen's in
lives
no
he's
fit state
taken
to fight.
from this explosion.
This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, You're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
I see the mage gave me that side eye. What was that about? I don't know about you anymore.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not
But
intentional.
at the beginning,
Sorry.
yeah,
that was
fantastic.
insensitive
So I
of me.
haven't have a clue what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand.
Yeah, I'll run it
Every
back
new
once we get
piece
to the
of
campfire.
information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And
Yin
yet,
yang.
I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was
Yeah,
I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
yeah. I believe this
Who the hell
game
am I?
in the lineup of
If I may
this
be
entire
frank,
series
We have even bigger fish to fry than
has
that.
no connection to the previous games. I don't think.
Far
Maybe
more important
references from
question
what
at
I was
hand
told,
is,
but
just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
I think this is
Sometimes
the
we need a little
introduction
help
kind of
impressing
game
the
into their
truth
series.
behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
I like that guy. That guy's fun. He's a fun dude to have in the party, and plus he has some pretty cool magic. Thanks for landing in here. I've got 4.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Dahnans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse.
Yeah, I
Despite
forgot to
that,
mention
she
when
did
these
everything she
Renans
possibly could
invaded,
to
they
serve her
invaded on
people.
starships. I was kind of confused too, because like
And
everybody's
even after that,
technology.
she still helps me escape back to Dana. She stayed
Hold on, I'll wait
behind
for
on
the
Lenegis
after this
to help any
conversation.
of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
And I was out of line.
A knight in shining armor has never had his armor tested.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as
I
to
did
say
change
that I
his
wouldn't
outfit.
even
He should be
here
wearing
had
his
I not
armor,
heard them.
but because I was taking
Left to my own devices,
thumbnail
who knows
screenshots
when I would have been able to pick myself up.
and it took him out of his armor.
Besides, it's not like
I'll show
killing
you
all
the
those
armor
people
after
was
this.
a choice that you made of your own free
I keep
will,
forgetting.
right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person.
Like a furry
Elfin.
Han Solo.
Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you.
Yeah, all that stuff is all cosmetic. I put that on
If
him.
you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Well, let's get through everybody, and then and hopefully there's going to be a resting point where I can actually just show stuff.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
Love to chat with you.
I guess all of us are.
And ask, would you be interested in allowing a Discord chat?
Yeah, but
like
you
right
only
now?
just found out. I mean, no, not found out.
It's probably a lot.
Remembered.
To tell you the truth,
Because I know
I was
you were
actually
playing
beginning to forget I'd
Minecraft.
even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you.
Why does he look
All of us
crazy in that
suffering.
frame?
Just because of some
It looks like he's
power
gonna
we
murder
never even
her.
asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Your call, I mean. Yeah, no worries. I was just waiting for that cutscene, so I'm not talking over it, because I will be putting a shorter version onto YouTube as a way to get an ecosystem when I stream and then have something to upload to YouTube. So but to loop back to the question about hanging out in the chat, for right now I would like to just chill out and playing this game. I don't mind the chat if you're chatting in the or typing in the chat. I don't mind that. But like if it was a different game that doesn't require my full attention to, at least just focusing it just on this game. If it was like any other game, we were playing like Elite Dangerous or Dark Souls, I don't mind hanging out in a call. But right now, I'm chilling. But next time, I don't know when you are available though. I'd be down to play some games next. I do plan to do some streams throughout the week, so we could probably find a game we could play and chat about it. Was it just to talk about things, or are you curious to talk about like this game in particular? A bit of both. Gotcha.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this
He did get his dad killed, by the way. Not gonna lie.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, because his dad was... He's very much like his dad.
I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
I do like all the characters in this game so far. I have not had any complaints about them of being just an odd character. But Law is good. He's very aggressive kind of character. And he likes sparring. I think during the resting phase they like to spar sometimes as well, and just training non-stop to be better. That's the kind of guy he is. Puts in the hard work.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zoogles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Why does Zoogles got
Can you
like?
fight?
Why is the
No shame
wildlife
in
getting
bowing out
angry
if you're not
about
up for
us
it.
cutting through their territory, and
She's
then
always
we're
right.
gone from
We
their
don't wanna go
territory?
overdoing it.
Unless they have a boss, an alpha.
I'm up for it.
The alpha did not
Really?
like that they cut through the
You
territory.
ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alvin, right. Great to have you back. Now let's do this!
I thought my character was sore. He was feeling sore earlier, and now he's not. I don't know how long they've been resting. The sense of time, I know it's like showing it's a bit later in the night, but still, it feels so weird. Oh wow, I got an upgrade now. It's gonna be a boss fight, isn't it?
Remember,
Ooh,
if the pain's too much,
interesting.
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come.
It is kind of nice. It is a relic that I'm using.
Let even a single one through.
There's a firm no Zoogle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
more where that came from.
Here I come!
Are those arms even natural?
Devastation!
Holy land!
No escape! Eternal devastation! It's almost too strong.
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Illuminate the
My
dome!
turn!
Dragon
Shout!
Look sharp!
Stardust!
Holy land! Tiger blade!
Oh,
You're mine! Here goes!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Now! Take this!
This one's mine.
This one's all mine!
Now!
and when you get combos going, you can just immediately execute them if you just have a combo going. That's another thing I like about this game.
Alphen.
It's kind of nice when you have
okay?
combos.
This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
That was it. I was kind of expecting it to be more than that. Like a wave.
Yeah.
Another wave. Or a boss or something.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel.
I like
at
his
our
armor a
so-called
lot.
rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then.
Super excited to show me Elite. I really want to show you how cool the game is. Yeah. I enjoy Space Sims a
Friends.
lot.
Family, home. They took everything
I
from
play.
me and left me
I-
with
it's probably
nothing
not
but
like
guilt.
Star Citizen kind of level. At
I was
least this,
completely
at least
alone.
Elite Dangerous is.
At least that's what
It
I thought.
works. It works well.
But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
There's so much to
Then
the
it's
game.
agreed.
Oh, I bet.
Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Oh, neat.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
A man with a plan. Venture forth. It feels like we're getting oddly close to the end of the game.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Where is your friend? Hoodle. What? That's weird. Move. Sea bream. How am I supposed to get to that bird? I see you. Really? Oh, you just look at it. A right eye patch. Thank you. Goodbye. Let's kill these things real quick. Let's get some levels.
Out of my way!
Take this!
Not on my watch!
I'll run you through! Take this!
Crescent Moon!
Dragon shell!
Can't get out of this!
Bet that shell's hiding
It's
something
over!
tasty.
Where would that came from?
Hurricane! It's over!
Dance in the wind! In here!
Ow.
Strong! Now split it open! Be my guest!
Tiger blade! Where would that came from?
Win! Now I'm in the Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Illuminate the
My
dark!
turn!
Come
Dragon
on,
shell!
Holy Water!
Inferno punch! Look sharp!
Holy Land!
You're finished!
Now!
Take this! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
You're
Anyways.
saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Okay.
That's rough, buddy. Yeah. You people know how to fight Zoogles, yeah? Because I've got a big favor to ask. You do indeed appear to be in dire straits. I could have sworn we already wiped out all the Zoogles that we were trying to get into this village, though. Oh, you did. These Zoogles ain't trying to attack us. They're stealing our fish. Your fish? Yeah, these ape Zoogles, they got huge arms which they use to smash the surface of the water and create these big shockwaves. They do that to stun the fish, which makes them float to the surface and ripe for the taking.
Damn it.
Somehow they learned how to do that recently and they got damn good at it because it's making the rest of us go hungry. That's quite the pickle you're in.
What?
Damn straight it is. It ain't like these fish grow in trees. That sort of fishing ain't good for our waters.
That's so.
Oh, so that's your point of contention. The manner in which they fish, not the actual fishing part. What? You guys are the only ones that have what it takes to drive those crazy monkeys out. Can we count on your help? Anya to help. Oh my gosh. It's throwing me off the way they're speaking. Yeah, we'll
Okay.
see what we can do. Absolutely. We'll sort out these fishing Zoogles once and for all. Gonna have put it better myself. As a fisher herself, this case has gotten her quite fired up, as you can see.
Great job.
That's mighty kind of y'all to help us out, ma'am. Sorry to lay this out on your feet, but we greatly appreciate it. Cool. These creatures learn how to fish better than us. Please get rid of them. It's very true. I feel like it could just
I'll
like...
teach these small fry
It
who's the
sounds like
apex
they
predator
were
of these waters.
fishing a little
Just
too
watch and
much where
see.
they,
Let's
you
not
know,
get ahead
where the
of
fish will
ourselves
just
now.
Guess we're having
go
fish for dinner
extinct, you
tonight.
know? They started learning how to smash the waters. They learn how to splash.
I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
Bet there is. Ooh, what's these enemies?
Hi, Hoodle!
You're mine! Burn! Take this! Armor won't save you! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
I wonder if we
Sweet.
can make new weapons with this.
Probably could make new weapons. Get
Is that the
better
Zoogle we're looking for?
gear. I think these are the Zoogles we're looking for. These are the droids. These are not the droids we're looking for. Ow, my face. Oh my gosh.
Severing wind! Here I come! You're finished! You
No,
picked the
stop.
right fight.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
And the starter to me!
Can't get out of this!
Take this!
That's okay.
I can feel my power growing!
I'm also feeling a little hurt.
There it is. That's our target.
Did we not just hunt these a while ago?
Discourteous, aren't you?
You picked the wrong
Now you
fight!
see what I can do.
You're mine!
I'll face you in a bind.
It's over! Severing wind!
I shall seal you where you stand.
Rising Wyvern! Catapult! Hurricane Flood!
Light.
Lightning Thrust! I'm ready!
Light burst forth!
Now! Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back!
Denied.
I'll trip it up.
What's this? Awesome. Demon descent. Flashing fang.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Okay.
How are things going with them ape Zoogles? Look, we cleared them all out. Your fish are safe for the time being. Oh yeah, that's good. Means we don't go hungry either.
Yes.
I really do love to fish though. Nothing beats going out and casting our trusty rod. Actually, we use nets to fish here. Way easier that way. Oh, you what? They prefer to fish in bulk, whereas you enjoy the thrill of one-on-one battle. It's simply a difference in philosophy. If you ever need a fishing partner, I, for one, am always happy to accompany you.
Dohalim.
Things are heating up over here. It looks like you caught a real keeper yourself, friend. Ooh, anyways, thanks for all your help with them ape Zoogles. Now we can fish in peace again. Sick.
Dohalim,
Low
I'm going
in
to
that-
look into some seasonal fishing
Low in that little
spots.
thing called health. Not health.
Leave the
Oh yeah,
preparation.
I guess health. Well, Rinwell needs health,
Questions to
but
me as well. I'll bring the rods. Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll trust your judgment, Kisara.
Kasara and Dohalim, gotta ship them. Or I gotta ship them. Or they're already being shipped already because she was her guardsman as he was when he was a lord of the settlement. Oh, is this not a resting point no more? Oh, whoops.
Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not. Shion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renin. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now
Of
that
course
she's
they're
gone.
shipped together. They got matching flowers. Oh yeah.
It's all so confusing. I don't know how
Sort
to
of.
make
His
sense
is
of
blue
any
and,
of it.
and hers is an actual red rose.
Who said it
He has
had
a
to
blue
make
rose.
sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Oh, the Halo greetings. I saw it pop up, but no audio came through. Because it used to be this Twitter account that would post every day saying greetings from Halo 2. I don't know if they do it anymore, but... Anyways, which Halo is my favorite? I would have to say... I don't know what it is. I think I really like Halo CE. Tying in with Halo Reach. Halo Reach and... oh boy. To pick which one is my favorite, I like all of them, but which one is my favorite? I think Halo Reach was great. I think Halo Reach, since it's the beginning of where Master Chief carried the torch, you know, into Halo CE, I think Reach would be it. Thank you to the Noble team. Master Chief would not there wouldn't have been Halo if Noble team wasn't there to sacrifice. Thank you to their courage and bravery.
You sense one?
We need to get to a resting point here.
Your pals, Hoodle?
Greetings.
I find the sounds of the night to be rather comforting.
We'll refresh the experience boost as long as we got sea breams.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Oh, I can't talk to Rinwell now. Interesting.
Good night, everyone.
I think ODST for me, I really enjoy all the Halo games. I agree that Chief looked terrible in 4, but I really enjoy all the games, even the newer ones to some degree. Halo Infinite, a good direction. I still need to beat Infinite though. I still need to beat Infinite, but I did kind of pulled myself through the mud on that one because I put it to Legendary when I first played it, and learning all the new things. I need to stop doing that to make games harder for myself when they're new.
Right, here goes.
I need Kisara.
Air pressure.
I keep jumping.
I'm ready. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Infinite's rough around the edges, but it can be enjoyed, and I do enjoy it. Halo 5 is where I had the most fun since Reach. Oh, really? Like multiplayer or actually story-wise? Halo 5 would be another game I need to beat too.
I'll take you all
Charge
on.
like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop. Flare Demolisher!
Benediction light.
Dragon shout.
Heal.
Oh my goodness. Alexin! Why did the raiding party go off? Alexin, how are you? This is gonna hurt. Die!
I'll stop your movement.
Hey, yeah, that's good. I saw you were playing Borderlands 3, I think it was? That's a newer one, right? Or somewhat newer, other than Tiny Tina's Adventures. Yeah. Elixir in raid, yes. Hello. Hello, Doetic. And I'm doing good, Alexin. Alexin. Fun for the whole family, yes. Alex is fine, okay. I know, I'm like, Alexin PT? Yeah. Yeah, the game is great. I love the gameplay, is always enjoyable. The story, I would have to replay it again. I think it's been such a long time since I played Borderlands 3. Ow, my legs. My legs. But how far are you into the game now?
No further. This one's
Oh my god. I saw that happen. You were just doing... Oh, he saved Tannis? Okay. Is Tannis the scientist girl, right? If I remember correctly? Or is that a place? Is that a person or a place? Oh, you guys dropped it. You guys dropped the ball, AI. I can't see. There's so many flashy things. Flashy things happening on screen.
Still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember this Tannis. If it was... If Tannis is the girl... The science girl. That made you... You know, you did some fetch quests for her in Borderlands 2. Yeah, that's what I thought it was, yeah. I remember her.
Hi, Hoodle.
I like her. Just a quirky girl.
I'll take you all on.
Also met some random blueberry lurking in the chat. It may have been Oh boy. Ow, my face.
can't get out of this.
Look sharp.
Trying to do tank things and it's not working too well.
This may be just a bit too tough for us.
It's not. It's not, Kassar. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. These are so expensive. I don't want to touch any of those consumables unless it's a boss fight. I like this tank lady. She's nice. She had glasses on before. She's great. She's like the big sister in this group. Taking care of everybody's diets and
Retreat if you know what
checking out on everyone.
in a bind.
One more.
Raging
Meteor.
Everlasting shock.
Oh, did I freeze my model?
So
Oh,
that
I
didn't
see.
go as planned.
We must consider well if this
There we
is
go.
the right path.
There was a message that popped up on my phone there. Thanks for letting me know. I guess it was telling me my battery is low even though it's sitting on the charger? Question mark? It was not sitting properly on the charger. There we go. Yeah, there's life now. Thank you. If it wants to work, it's fine. There we go. Thanks. What the what was that? Oh, you're all the way up there. I see you. How does one get up there? I see. What did you give me? You give me... Okay. A right bandage. Just more cosmetic stuff. Every time you find these birds, cosmetics.
You're
Gotta
saying we
have
should check
fashion.
the Owl Forest?
We'll check the Owl Forest in a bit. I was about to say, is there a campfire over there? It'd be fantastic. But it looks like there's a fire. There's a fire. Oh.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
Yeah,
But
use
what
it.
about
Use
Shion?
both.
She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
Yeah, she's the big sister of this group. She's fantastic. I like her a lot.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care
Oh
to share the
yeah,
secret to
Alphen
such a
is
long
300
and
years
healthy
old, by the
life?
way.
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's
Cryosleep,
Renin like
yep.
you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Chill out.
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me, I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you a million times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec.
I've heard worse.
Alphen,
At least it's not
You
a,
said the
a
mask was to
thousand.
placate you, right?
Fire
To keep your
Emblem.
guilt and rage in check?
I have not
And you were
played Fire
wearing it
Emblem,
the
but
whole
it,
time you were
well,
asleep,
I've played
right?
something in the Fire Emblem
I
lineup.
guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
What took you guys so
All but a
long?
select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
It's
I really
fantastic.
hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. I know we will.
Oh. Damn, he made her change dresses like that. That's crazy.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go.
Hmm.
We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
So,
What do you say
I'm
we
gonna-
check back in on the ranch?
good idea. I'm probably going to keep grinding because I want to try to get used to playing the tank. Playing Kasara. Yeah, I'll figure out how to get the gear over through the week.
Well, off we go.
Whenever I have a little bit of time to do a little research, and I'll hunt down those monsters that has the items I need. So I can be very well prepared for this. I think the ending is it might be next Sunday. I might be able to beat this game next Sunday. And then there is DLC too. I'm debating whether to go through the DLC or not. I might check out the DLC because I do enjoy this game. So depending how it ends, it depends on how it ends and how they write that out. So it's always depending on the ending. So I'm kind of curious about the DLC. I do have that DLC. I'm glad I could be a lurking pest in the chat. You're not a pest. You're a good chatter. I definitely appreciate it. It helps me keep talking. It keeps it keeps it entertaining to talk about things. Can I get a screenshot of this? This is fantastic. Oh, I can yap your ear off. If you let me. Gotcha. I mean, that happens. When you talk about your favorite things, it does happen. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's totally good to have your favorite subjects you want to talk more in depth about. It's just pretty cool because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, favorite Robotech? Nah, totally not. Like I said, I think I connected the dots because I feel like we were talking about Armored Core for a good bit. Where's my model? There I am. But yeah, no, I felt like we were talking about when we first met. I feel like I think I mentioned mecha games, and I was like, there's not enough mech games. There's not enough here. No one's cooking. I definitely appreciate it. You have a good night. You go by Tier I haven't even tried saying your name because I don't want to butcher it. Is it Tier Magath? Tier Magath? Is that right? Tier Magath? Tier Magath. Okay. Am I saying that right? Okay, cool. I'll remember that. I'll try to remember that so I don't absolutely butcher your name. But yeah, I definitely appreciate it, you hanging out here and stopping by for the stream. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that raid and say hello. And yeah, and if you guys if anybody out there in the stream, if you guys gotta go and get some sleep, go for it. You don't have to stay here. I'm just gonna send the viewers their way. So alrighty, Tier is shortened nickname. Okay, alrighty, have a good night, have a good one. Say hello to Miss Gore for me. And yeah, or actually, I'm gonna be over there. I'm gonna say hello, and then I gotta dip out for bed. So anyways, bye bye, have a good one. Hey y'all, if you guys stayed for the whole video, I definitely appreciate it. Thank you to the people that showed up on Sunday night. I definitely appreciate the viewers, and also Alexan PT for the awesome raid during the stream. If you want to catch more of me, I'll be streaming on Sundays around 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. I went longer this past Sunday, but 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. MST. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Kyokairi. It'll be up on the screen. But if you guys want to see more, I'm going to be posting different videos, which I'm currently working on. Subscribe to the channel. So hope you guys have a good night or day and stay hydrated. Peace.